everyone and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren. And on my channel, we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be presenting you the best Chanel bags alternatives that are out there on the market. I've selected 5 bag models from Chanel and their alternatives, so if you're curious to see what my choices are, then please keep on watching. So really quickly before we start the video, I've already done a similar video about Hermès bags, so if you're curious to see Hermès bag alternatives, then I will go ahead and leave the link to the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. I basically had the idea to present alternatives for these brands that are very expensive and the bags are fairly hard to find. With Chanel, it's more or less the case, but it's definitely very expensive. It's gotten so expensive with the price increases every so often that I have decided to show you some alternatives. So without further ado, let's start with the Walk. So I actually have a Walk and it's right there on top. And my alternative for the Walk would be the Yves Saint Laurent Uptown Wallet on Chain, and it retails for $1,490 plus tax. So I actually do not have this bag, so I will be including pictures either here or here. But first of all, the price is extremely reasonable, $1,490, that's very, very cheap. So that would be the first good thing that this bag has going for itself. The next thing is that the quality really is there. So while I actually do not have this bag, I have a very similar bag. I have the Yves Saint Laurent Kate bag in size medium, and this bag's quality is really amazing. It's very, very carefree. That's also something that I appreciate about this bag. The look is fairly similar. It's just that this Uptown Wallet on Chain is a lot thinner. It's like Walk equivalent. But other than that, it is the same material. It's very durable, very low wear and tear. Very carefree. If you spill anything on it, you can still wipe it off very easily with like a baby wipe. So I love this kind of thing because, you know, for Chanel bags, obviously that's not going to be the case. Especially mine, I have one in lambskin, so if there is any kind of spill or stain, it's probably going to be there to stay, unfortunately. So that's what I like about this Yves Saint Laurent option. The price is great, the durability is amazing, low wear and tear, very, very easy to kind of pair with anything. I love the black and gold combination. I feel like it's the classic thing. It's also what I got for my Walk. It's in black and then I have the gold hardware. I love the chain. I feel like it's really nice. It looks beautiful. It doesn't look too bulky. Sometimes chains do tend to be a little bit large and a little bit bulky, but that is not the case. It's very comfortable to wear as well. So this is actually a bag that I have tried on in store. And you know, I didn't get it because I actually do have the Walk, so why would I? But I wanted to try it on because I was curious and I really, really liked it. Our next alternative is going to be a bag alternative for the Vanity bag from Chanel, which I actually do not have. I love the brand, but I do not have this bag. I kind of did hesitate and went back and forth on one bag model of the Vanity a long time ago, but now I'm very glad that I didn't buy it because it's gotten out of style, out of trend. But anyway, so my recommendation as an alternative for this bag would be the Louis Vuitton Petite Malle Souple, and it retails for $3,200 plus tax, which, you know, is a lot more expensive than the Yves Saint Laurent bag that I presented you earlier. That's for sure, but here, number one, it's Louis Vuitton, so obviously it's going to be a little bit more expensive, and it is also a real bag versus a wallet on chain, so that in my mind makes sense. Now, this is a bag that I have actually never seen in person. I've just seen it on pictures while I was doing research for this video, and I can tell you that I'm like in love with it. It was a bag that I didn't even know the existence of a couple of minutes ago, but it looks so cute. It looks so adorable. Oh my god. It's very unique, and it's very different. I love the superposition of like the monogram and black. I feel like it looks great. I have like a Keepall 55 in monogram Macassar, so black and monogram, and I feel like it looks really good. So I love that this bag has that going for itself. It also avoids this problem of patina that I do not like at all. So this makes the bag very durable, and then to me a little bit more aesthetic, and probably a little bit more, I don't know, let's say dressed up and less casual than if it were regular patina. So that's what I like about this bag. I love the shape. It's very cute. I am not sure that it is incredibly practical, but then at the same time, I do remember trying on the Chanel Vanity, and it wasn't incredibly practical. So it was a day bag for Chanel, which is, let's say, rare. But, you know, the practical aspect of this LV bag, probably, I don't know, 5 out of 10. But other than that, it is a day bag. I like the fact that it's casual enough that you can wear it during the day, but then at the same time, you can also dress it up at night. So kind of similar to the Chanel Vanity, depending on what you're wearing, you can wear this with like a pair of jeans and like some espadrille or whatever to run errands, and then you can dress it up at night with like a little black dress, and it would look very good even to go out to like a nice restaurant. So I like the fact that it's very versatile. It can transition for like basically all seasons. Monogram and then black looks good any time of year. That's something that I'm like trying to look for in bags now. When I start building my luxury bag collection, I try to pick bags that would work for every season. Otherwise, I'm left with bags like, for example, the Chanel flap that's behind me, that only work for like spring or summer, or that only work for like fall and winter. So that's something that this bag has going for itself. I love the look of it. I love the shape. It looks very cute, but I obviously have never seen it in person. So I'm not sure if it's like practical, if it's like comfortable to wear. So you definitely have to think about that. Next up, we have an alternative for the Chanel flat bag. Of course, it's the iconic model from the brand. I have several of them in different colors, and I love them. The only thing that I do not like about them is the price. I mean, frankly, it's gotten ridiculous at this point. It's like more than $10,000 for a handbag that's not Hermes. That's very expensive. So my alternative would be something very reasonably priced. It would be the Tory Burch Kira shoulder bag, and it retails for $598 plus tax. Now, again, this is a bag that I do not have and have also never tried on and never seen in person. But really, it looks incredibly similar to the flap bag. It has the like double flap closure system. It has the handle. It has the same shape, about the same size as like a medium flap. So for me, it looks extremely similar. I've actually done a very detailed and thorough video on the subject, and I've presented you 5 alternatives to the flap bag. So if you're curious to see other alternatives, then I will go ahead and leave the link to the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. But for me, the best one, the closest one in terms of looks, and then the cheapest one, obviously, would be this Tory Burch one. You can get it in black, and then it has gold hardware, so it really looks very similar to a flat bag that would be black and gold hardware. I think it is fairly comfortable. Now, because it's chevron and it's lambskin, it's not going to be a bag that's going to be extremely durable. That's something that you have to think about, but at the same time, for the price, it's only $600, and I believe this is the type of bag that goes on sale. So if you get it for like Black Friday or around Christmas time, it's also a bag that sells at department stores. They will often have these like 10% off kind of offers that you can use for this bag. So this makes it like about $500, which really isn't too bad for a Chanel bag alternative. Our next alternative is going to be an alternative for the Chanel boy bag. And that actually is also a bag model that I do not have from Chanel. I love the brand, but I obviously do not have every single model. So it's an alternative for this bag, and it's going to be the cheapest bag that I have to show you from this list. It's a bag from Rebecca Minkoff. I hope that I pronounced this correctly. And it's the crossbody chevron quilted love handbag, and it retails for $180 plus tax. So this is extremely extremely reasonably priced. This bag has that going for itself. I love that. The other thing is, to me, out of this entire list of handbags that I'm like showing you, this is the bag that looks the closest to the Chanel bag. I feel like it looks exactly like it. They really must have inspired themselves from this bag when they created the Rebecca Minkoff one, because it looks very, very similar. So I am not sure about the quality of the bag and the durability. It's not a brand that I have a lot of experience with, so you'd have to see that for yourself in person. But frankly, like looks-wise, it looks exactly the same. It's like shocking. So I love the fact that it looks a lot like the bag. I love the fact that it is a crossbody bag. I think that makes it kind of like extra. It adds a little extra bonus to the bag. It's obviously not something that the Chanel boy has, unless you're like 5'1" or 5'2". Maybe you can wear that as a crossbody bag. But other than that, normally it really isn't. So it's kind of like an added bonus to the Rebecca Minkoff one. You can, you know, wear it for different occasions. The fact that it's crossbody also makes it a very good day bag, which isn't something that the boy really has. I mean, you can wear it as a day bag, but it's not going to have this like extra casual vibe. It's always going to be somewhere in the middle. The fact that the Rebecca Minkoff one is crossbody makes it perfect for like, you know, like day outs in the city, kind of like brunch with your friends, day of shopping. Obviously that also means you can have your hands free. So it really is the best of both worlds. Our last bag alternative is going to be an alternative for the Chanel Gabrielle bag. And it is also a bag that I do not have. This is also kind of similar to the Vanity case, a bag that somewhat went out of style and out of trend. So I'm very glad that I didn't buy it. But the alternative for this bag in my mind would be also a bag actually from Yves Saint Laurent. And it's a bag that's also called Gabi or Gabrielle. And so it's the Yves Saint Laurent Gabi crossbody handbag. And it retails for $1,290 plus tax. So it's obviously not too expensive. It's not exactly the same shape. I will say that. It's not exactly the same shape. The chevron and like the quilting really looks like the Gabrielle bag from Chanel. So that's what reminded me of this bag. The shape is somewhat the same, but not exactly. It's kind of like in the middle, I would say. The Gabrielle bag is pretty unique, so it was difficult for me to find like an alternative that really resembled this handbag. But the way that this bag is made kind of reminds me of that. I feel like this would also be the type of bag, kind of like the Chanel Gabrielle, that you could take from like day to night. That would be an excellent casual bag as well as an evening bag. Obviously it comes in like a variety of colors, and again, Yves Saint Laurent, I 100% trust the quality and the durability of their bags. They're usually very good with that. So that's definitely something that this bag has going for itself. The price, once again, is reasonable. It's also a bag that can be purchased at department stores like Saks or Neiman Marcus or whatnot. Sometimes they do have sales, sometimes they do have this like 10% discount thing that you can use. So that makes this bag really reasonably priced. I am not 100% sure that you can fit a lot in this bag. That would be my concern. Again, it's not a bag that I have tried on or seen in person. So that would be something to think about. I do think that in the Chanel Gabrielle, you can fit quite a bit. It is fairly roomy because it's a little like high. It's like tall. But yeah, so in this one, I don't think that you can fit that much. But then at the same time, like, you have to think, is it like the end of the world for you? Are you going to be carrying that much stuff? So that's definitely something to think about. I love the look of it. I feel like it looks very cute. A lot cuter than the Chanel Gabrielle, actually. Obviously, I love Chanel. It's my favorite brand, but I am not a fan of the Gabrielle bag. I actually never really liked it. Even when the bag came out and was extremely popular, I was kind of like, not really my thing. But I would definitely rather have the Yves Saint Laurent Gabi bag. It's super cute. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was informational and beneficial for you in case you wanted to have these Chanel bags for a lot less money. In case you wanted to spend a lot less on these alternatives, have more bags for less money. These are really good options. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.